What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Beta Memoirs. And we start the short week with a mini flash crash of Bitcoin today. A lot of people are alluding to the fact that essentially El Salvador bought 200 Bitcoin on Monday ahead of the Central American National Bitcoin Law going into effect, is what they're essentially blaming it on. And they also turn around and bought some Bitcoin on the dip. So, being said, that going on, Tesla also had the news over the weekend about Elon Musk. Kathy Woods had come out on Friday saying Tesla could hit, I believe it was 3K, $3,000 a share by 2025 at a base case. Being said, Elon came back on in an email to his employees and said it's possible, and so that kind of had Tesla in a frenzy this morning. The rest of the market came out. It looked strong, but then stalled. Again, we are coming into September, October. Is this what we're going to see the rest of the month? Is ultimately what we're asking. But with that being said, the market in itself looks like it's wanting to roll over. Now, technical wise, the market has looked like this multiple different times over the past about 3 months now. And every time it looks like it wants to roll over, it ends up being bought up and starts pushing up. Again, everything is in the favor of tech. That doesn't mean banks will take a hit. That doesn't mean BA will take a hit. BA took a big hit today as well, which I think kind of led the market downward, particularly the index. Again, you had a lot of big runners in tech today. Tesla, Apple, Google kind of stayed flat. Facebook pushed back up. Amazon had a little bit of a pump and then kind of stalled. So big tech is still looking solid. Are they going to sell? Again, you definitely have to be mindful of what's going on. If they start flipping and just if the algos essentially take over and start selling, there's not really much you can do about that. They will just start selling because we don't have any specific news for us to sell. Yes, the numbers for the other variants are getting extremely high, but that is not concerning for people, for the market. Again, it has to be new news, has to be something uncertain in the market, something that's going to affect supply chain issues. None of that is we are directly seeing at the moment. And so, even being said, the inflation stuff can still pop on and off, and rate changes can pop on and off. But they are kind of losing its flash until something is actually passed that makes that holds more weight than essentially just the words that have been tossed around and actually action being taken. So, being said, SPY again playing range. It's going to be hard to say this week. Again, it's a short week. Volume looks like it's coming back pretty good. Again, QQQ looks strong. Again, what we're still seeing is the pops in the morning, pops and power hour. The rest of the day kind of trades flat for the most part, although tech is seemingly looks like it's getting ready to still continue to push during the day and not just we have a little bit more than that initial hour and a half. In that last hour, it seems like tech is pushing a little bit more, especially the FANG stocks. This is why I talk about the FANG stocks a lot because of that fact. So going into tomorrow, I want to see how every overnight, I think, is at this point is going to be whatever we're dealing with in the morning as opposed to the evening time, because either we gap down or we gap up, and then we go from that point. If we do start to lose ground, start gapping down, again, lead indicators, mem stocks started running today too, which is a big lead indicator on if the market will start selling. They're still pushing strong. Market isn't going to sell. I don't think the market is in any shape to sell right now. I think it is still. It takes these little these little consolidation points that we're having. It uses that to essentially recharge without selling, and then just pops back up. So it'd be interesting to see what we got. Again, Tesla monster run off of the Tesla, the Elon email. But the big thing here is to watch is if we do start selling here, it looks like it wants to turn after hours. Again, technical analysis will tell you one thing, but this market really isn't following technicals too closely. Facebook in itself, strong day. Begin hitting resistance. We'll see what happens tomorrow again with that. Apple, very strong day. Again, making all-time highs. This would be one to watch, especially now that it's kind of in that exploratory mode right now, and see what new prices, that new price discovery it can hit. So that would be something to watch tomorrow. Google looks like it tried to regain some strength. I wouldn't be surprised as long as it holds this level tomorrow. If Google breaks up and tries to go for all-time highs again, could be a strong possibility. Square. A lot of ones that weren't FANG were definitely starting to pull back pretty hard today. I thought we would actually pull back. All the indexes started turning red this morning, and a lot of mid cap and lower cap started selling pretty heavily. But again, FANG just did not sell. It is definitely holding a lot of strength. As you can see, even Etsy took a dump, but tried to recover some, but looks like it's getting ready to turn again in after hours. Roblox was actually pretty interesting today, considering everything. So the lockup period ended yesterday. We didn't really get a lot of selling. It started to sell, but got picked right back up. Roblox is very strong in my opinion as far as fundamentals. So I'm not really seeing this selling too much. Again, if the whole market starts to turn, I wouldn't be surprised if Roblox does sell at that point, but we'll have to see. Again, this is definitely the wait and see period and play it day by day and not look too far forward. Again, there's not going to be really any news to look forward to. Yes, we're going to get data and all that stuff, but nothing is going to, I think, dramatically impact this bullish, but it's extremely bullish market. Amazon, very strong out the gate. It is starting to play range though, so it'll be interesting. I'll be looking back for it to come back down at 34.57 for position if we are going to continue to play this range. I want to see what it does. Shop had some pretty dramatic moves. It sold pretty hard out the gate, then popped back, and then now it's just kind of just trickling out. Again, you want to see if Palantir just kind of went sideways. Microsoft did some pretty heavy selling in the morning, but again, try to recover. A lot of these stocks have been trying to do that. So unless your Google, your Apple, and your Tesla really take a major hit, I don't really see us pulling back. Again, those will be your lead indicators. If those go down, then the rest of the market's pretty weak. So if they go down, the rest of the market will start heading that way as well. Moderna, strong day. It's slow bleed up today. May look for a retest and run tomorrow. Vaccines, definitely a big thing going on right now. I don't typically play them too often, but I want to see where we end with that tomorrow. You swap over here real quick. Snap, strong day. I'm trying to think. Chips were pretty flat today. LV had a nice little pop today. I ended up selling my calls today on that. I want to really see what this market does before taking position, because I know the market is having a really tough time selling. But I think at some point there will be some more sell pressure coming in, and when that sell pressure comes, it's going to come pretty fast and furious. I just want to be ready to buy on those dips, because I see extremely bullish move going into the holidays. It's just waiting for that and being patient. That's ultimately what it's about. Clove, again, MEMS had one huge day today. Clove had a massive run today. BYD kind of just holding. Airbnb had a big day today too, a nice little pop. So a lot of volume today, and so it'll be interesting to see if volume continues and where that goes tomorrow. Zscaler does have earnings this week. It did come out of the gate and sell pretty bad. If it does come back down to this 265, it'd be a good entry. Hitting that 200 moving average on the hourly, something to watch. But that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Again, during this period, for me, it's watching to see what is going to happen day by day. Because again, if algos start pushing the market down for no apparent reason, those are the dips you want to buy when you have no news. So I'm kind of waiting for that. See how September, October plays out. Looking to buy solid dips on the solid FANG stocks. I would really like some heavy selling, but this market is not allowing that whatsoever. Again, index sold pretty hard. Maybe we churn, maybe value and banks start running, and then big tech starts taking a bit of a dip at that point, and then look to enter from there. But ultimately, I want to see, again, I want to watch the Google, I want to watch Facebook, Apple, Tesla, Amazon. I want to see where they're headed, what they're doing tomorrow. Again, every new day is essentially how your day is going to be guided, right? And that's a big thing is pre-market. I like to set up my positions. I like to see my setups and take it from that point. So for me, creating a watch list, really depending on, especially at these levels and adjusting to this market, I normally would have, if there's a beaten down stock or something, I would grab that. But in this particular market, it's more, what is the setup for the day? And then I play for that, look for major supports. If we're coming into that first bounce on major supports is what I look for. But right now, a lot of different things, again, continue to push even before they even hit that first bounce. They continue to push for 2-3 days on end before they actually come back down to retest solid support. And then they just get bought up. A lot of times they get bought up even before they hit that solid support. So something to keep in mind. Definitely manage risk. Again, you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we can get down overnight. Some news that comes out. Try not to be negative here. Try not to be overconfident here and just buying every dip and thinking it's going to go up, because that's just a bad habit. I think you're going to program yourself, and then when it goes back to a normal market where we're not just pushing up every 2 seconds, you're going to realize that buying that dip is going to hurt if and when that does occur. But if you've made it this far, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.